I want to talk to you a little bit about thyroid disease, autoimmune, and other things that come up that we think we understand the root cause, and maybe it's not something we've considered. So I'm jumping to you after I've done my workout sometimes midday. I start working, I do some more movement, and I'm jumping on after that. Current keyframe is too low. I don't know what I mean by that. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this and it's not fuzzy. So let me know if this picture ends up being fuzzy, I can re-record it. So I hear very often that a thyroid disease, autoimmune diseases, and there's something that is happening over and over again to a lot of people that come to see me. I've helped people with Crohn's, I've helped people with lupus, I've helped people with a lot of different autoimmune diseases. And a lot of the times, it's not at all what we think. And that's why I really coach people to better understand it and to educate them. And that's what my course involves too. One of the things I want to talk about is the fact that when you're dealing with the thyroid and autoimmune disease, you might be dealing with the symptoms such as waking up in the middle of the night between 2 and 5, gaining weight or losing weight, feeling exhausted, and just not getting that energy back, not sleeping well, rashes, things like that. And many times you might be throwing supplements at the situation, not understanding that there are some root causes that are maybe not even being looked at. So let me explain this to you. So when you have a transplant, an organ transplant, the one thing they have to do is suppress your immune system. That's not something we normally want to do, right? So in order to suppress it, one of the things they do is they use a mold, specific mycotoxin, that is something that suppresses the immune system. Now this works for organ transplants because in order to get the body to accept the organ, that's something they have to do. But it's not something that we want to do on a regular basis. Unfortunately, many molds do this to our body. They suppress our immune system. And in suppressing our immune system, what happens is that opportunistic bacteria then takes a liking to our gut that is already suppressed, and it kind of takes a hold in there. So it kind of takes up residence, I guess you could say, in our gut. And that's not the one we want there. There's good bacteria and there are bad bacteria. So these bad opportunistic bacteria take a hold and they start having a residence in our gut. And then we start getting all kinds of symptoms. And other ones can be autoimmune diseases, thyroid disease, Hashimoto's, things like that. And so many times we're told this is just something we have to live with. This is something that we're just, we're going to throw supplements at. And for periods of time, you feel good, right? For periods of time, you have lots of energy. You may, I'm going to say, have energy while you're taking the supplements. And then all of a sudden, you'll have times where you just feel horrible. And then the next day, you feel great. The next day, you don't feel good, and it's off and on. And many times, probably friends and family think that it's all in your head too, right? But I'm here to tell you, it's not. And that's what I really help coach and educate people to understand this and walk alongside them as they're healing from this. Because the thyroid, we know, is a hormone, right? And the gut, we know, is really that powerhouse. It's like 80+% of our immune system is housed in our gut. So when our immune system goes down, well, then there's a great opportunity for those bugs and anything else to kind of come in and say our immune system isn't strong enough to be able to fight this stuff off. And then if your body's not detoxing well, which means you're not pooping much, then you're not able to get out any of these things that you are exposed to these toxins and things, and then they take residence in your body too, which creates this whole almost like fire, right? And then you end up not feeling good, which is exactly what happens. And then you start doing things like your body starts aging and you start throwing bioidentical on top of that, and your gut is off. And then that creates a slew of other problems. And then you end up with potentially even more symptoms than you normally would, dealing with either menopause, perimenopause. The symptoms are more pronounced because your gut's off already. I want to tell you it doesn't have to be this way. And I wanted to talk to you about this because of the fact that I've seen this over and over again. I was just watching something they were talking about, and I thought, I have not talked to you guys about this. If this is you, reach out to me. Let's chat further. I see so many instances where people come to me and, excuse me, a lot of the problems are ignored. And mold is at the forefront, or there's something else at the forefront that's a root cause that's never being addressed, and they just keep gaining weight. And they keep thinking, I need to go on these crash diets. I need to starve myself, especially as they age. Like, I'll only eat one meal a day. I'll do intermittent fasting, which is only right for certain people. Intermittent fasting is a good thing if it's right for you. I will just throw a lot of supplements at it. I'll eat a lot of smoothies, and it doesn't work. So here's what I want to tell you. If you don't address the root cause, like mold, you're running after symptoms. You're just running after symptoms and running after symptoms, but you're never getting to the root cause of why all this is happening. You're just saying, hey, this is happening. Hey, this is happening. And then you keep gaining weight and you keep looking at problems and you don't know why you're feeling so poorly. And if you hear, sorry, it might sound a little bit like my throat is a little bit scratchy. I'm actually just dealing with another mold detox, unfortunately, from something else. So I understand all this because I have lived it. And our health is not like this. And I used to think it was this way, where it was just this ultimate journey where there was an end goal. And then once you got there, like it was like rainbows and pots of gold and just this beautiful thing. It's an ongoing journey where your body might be confronted with things from time to time, and you need to be able to deal with it, to fight it off and understand what to do. So that's why I'm here, to help coach and guide you, giving you the functional tools you want or need, the support, the calls, education on how to eat, education on what's it gonna take to get your body back to where it needs to be, and helping you understand root causes. And then giving you additional resources if you need those to get your body back to where it needs to be. Sometimes it's a team, sometimes I can help you by myself. Just really depends on your unique situation. So if this is you, don't wait. Don't wait till you feel horrid. And if you are feeling horrible, reach out. But don't wait to say, like, well, wait a minute, I feel really great for a period of time, and then all of a sudden I don't feel good and I'm kind of back to that. Then let's chat. Let's chat. Let's talk about and look at root causes. Let's coach you back to where you need to be, to help educating you, supporting you, take you exactly where you are, and why it will never make you feel bad. So please understand that feeling bad is not normal. Not sleeping is not normal. Low energy doesn't have to be normal. So let's get you back to where you need to be. I'm glad you joined me. I would love to know your takeaway below from what I talked about today. Have a good day. Bye.